those are the headlines we've been tracking for you this evening. Kalari capital-backed Edtech Institute AlmaBetter has allocated funds of 50 crore rupees to its newly launched Almabetter Innovarsity, an autonomous institute that offers niche technical education in data science, artificial intelligence and software development fields. Now, this marks AlmaBetter's entry into the postgraduate education space, and the company says a portion of the 50 crore rupee fund will go towards scholarships and improving students' overall learning experience. To talk to us about the future roadmap of AlmaBetter, joining me now is its co-founder and CEO, Shivam Datta. Shivam, welcome to Startup Street. First, talk to us about Almabetter Innovarsity, its affiliation with Wolf and the program it offers. Also, if you could tell us the pain point that it solves.
First of all, thanks for inviting me here today. Yes, I'd love to talk about Innovarsity's first few offerings that are coming up. So the first postgraduate program that is coming up is master's degree in computer science, and it offers 4 specializations in data science, cloud computing, software engineering, and artificial intelligence. Apart from that, we are also planning to launch UG programs from the allies of Almabetter Innovarsity very soon.
And your affiliation to Wolf, if you could throw some light on that.
Right. So it's a strategic partnership with Wolf University based out of the US. And through this partnership, we have been able to establish an autonomous college, which is called Almabetter Innovarsity. And I think Wolf has been instrumental in providing quality education across the globe. And this partnership kind of, brings Almabetter in the global forum of education.
Sure. And I believe, Shivam, the university will equip 5,000 learners with a globally recognized master's degree in computer science by April 2024. So if you could talk to us about the curriculum, the specializations on offer, and how this degree in computer science is equivalent to an MS from any US or the EU institutions.
Right. So first of all, how Wolf operates is that they provide a degree which is very, very equivalent to any of the MS that you pursue physically in the US or EU, right? So that way it's there is no difference in the degree that we provide versus the degree that maybe top US universities kind of provide. And now talking a bit about the curriculum and the pedagogy, I think one of the key differences that Almabetter Innovarsity, as the name suggests, is innovative university, right? So one of the key differences would be to, in order to bridge the gap between the academia and the industry, the curriculum is, of course, designed by top academicians. We have, prestigious IIT Guwahati and IIT Kanpur-based professors who have participated in the academic board. And one of the key differences is that although the curriculum is designed, by top academicians, we have collaborated with industry partners to integrate, the recent requirements of the industry into the curriculum. Also, the delivery and the pedagogy of the, program is quite unique, wherein industry practitioners would come and teach the curriculum.
Okay. Shivam, how many students have you enrolled so far at Almabetter and at Innovarsity? If you could also talk to us about the kind of financial and the aid that the institute provides to students.
Right. So for the first few months, we will be providing up to 50% scholarship for students who would be enrolling into our Innovarsity programs. Apart from that, the question that you asked, I think till date, in our other offerings, around 22,000 learners have enrolled into our programs. And yes.
Okay. And Almabetter, also claims, Shivam, that its postgraduate programs come with a placement assurance. So who are your hiring partners and how many placements have you done so far? And are they across the globe?
Right. So our hiring partners kind of feature top brands like HSBC, JP Morgan, Swiggy, Zomato. So there are MNCs as well as high growth startups. Till date, we have been able to place 3,000 of our Almabetter students across these companies. And we plan to extend our hiring partner base into foreign lands as well in the coming few months. to place our AlmaBetter Innovarsity programs learners.
Okay, you launched Almabetter in 2020. What kind of business have you done so far? And like you said, you offer programs in niche fields such as data science, AI, and software development. What kind of an uptick have you seen in these courses with these technologies currently being in demand?
Right. So we started with a mission to, fulfill the needs of the industry and the growing gap between the demand and supply for data scientists in particular. So we started with a data science certification program with a placement guarantee, and then we moved launched multiple other programs into blockchain, software development, etc. And till date, the growth has been tremendous. We have been growing around 4x year on year. We plan to grow almost 5 to 6x by this financial year.
All right. How are you ensuring that learners stay at the top of their game? Upskilling is again a focus area for a majority of companies today. So tell me, how are you mobilizing your growth, given this is now an imperative for growth for large tech companies?
Right. So in terms of the curriculum and the pedagogy, we have been using cutting edge AI technologies to help our students achieve better learning outcomes. For example, there is a tool that we built very recently, which is powered by GPT-4, which helps learners prepare for interviews, understand complex concepts, and so on. Apart from that, our mentors and instructors directly come from the industry, so they are able to bring in the expertise or the challenges that they face in day-to-day life, and they are able to pass on that information to our students so that they are better prepared for the industry. And
all right,
because of these reasons, we have been able to compete in this market, which is very cutthroat, as we all know.
Absolutely. And Shivam, unfortunately, we've completely run out of time, but many thanks for joining us today on Startup Street, and wish you the very best with all your growth plans.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Welcome back. You're still with us on Startup Street. Now, sustainability has taken center stage in recent years, with governments across the world creating policies that support sustainable development. Now, the move to sustainability has also made its way into business models, especially in the startup world. And merging style with sustainability is Solethreads. Founded in 2019, Solethreads creates footwear out of recycled materials, and the startup's products are not just comfortable and stylish, but also good for the planet. Here's their story. The global footwear market is projected to grow at a CAGR of 9% between 2020 and 2027 to hit a whopping $360 billion by 2027. This, according to Knowledge Sourcing Intelligence. What's leading to this growth? A growing population, rising disposable income, rising use of technology, and the big focus on fitness. That's not all. Over the last few years, the world has witnessed a surge in what we call the sneaker culture. Once a symbol of athleticism, sneakers are now cultural commodities. The sneaker segment is projected to grow at an annual CAGR of over 5% between 2023 and 2028. Sample this. According to the World Footwear 2022 yearbook, India was the third largest consumer of shoes in 2022, just behind China and the US.
Solethreads is trying to capture a large part of that market. With comfort, sustainability and affordability at the core of its vision, it's building a brand for India's youth. They've just raised close to $4 million from Fireside Ventures, DSG Partners and Sama Capital, and we're at their store to find out how they plan to spend their funds and grow their brand even more.
If you look at the youth of India today, they won't be seen dead wearing, those mommy poppy brands, you know the ones I'm talking about, the brands that, concentrate more on, masses, and they're more pricing or, distribution-led brand. For them, the product is really a commodity. We're making our product for the youth, right? Also, there is very little percentage of people who could really have the propensity to buy global brands. We have the Indian youth at our heart.
The firm recently raised a little over $3 million and will use the funds for innovation and marketing.
For us, it's very important to be ahead of the curve when it comes to product design. Working with this entire footwear design, development, sourcing, manufacturing ecosystem.
Right.
Second is obviously putting our brand's name out there. Yeah. Right? We've been lucky. We've done quite well over the last 2-3 years. Now is the time where we will start investing on building the brand.
Not only does Solethreads focus on giving you a swanky pair of shoes or flip-flops that are innovative, comfortable and affordable, it is also making your footwear sustainable. That's right, the startup is recycling for a greener tomorrow. The raw materials for their footwear are sourced through two ways. One, consumers can send in their old footwear of any brand, which is then recycled. Apart from this, the startup recycles materials that are otherwise thrown away during the manufacturing process.
We are a complete vegan brand. We use only vegan leather. There's no leather used. We have this project wherein we tell the consumer to send their used footwear. It could be any brand, where we take it, open it into different components and take these components and manufacture it in the future products.
Sustainable materials is not their only focus. For Solethreads, customer preferences and needs are incorporated into their design process. Starting with a prototype, the brand conducts surveys and all their products are tested by customers themselves before a launch, helping them retain customer loyalty.
Depending on the time, depending on the season, we have these video surveys with probably 500, 600 odd consumers to understand if we have designed the product well, show them the proto on the internet, on the video calls, and take feedback and then incorporate those feedbacks and improve the designing, and then probably launch it maybe another 2 months later on.
This startup has a whole host of offerings, which include sneakers, flip-flops, slippers, and slides. The products, according to the startup, are sensibly priced. They're neither mass nor premium. So what's the pricing strategy, and which products are doing well for Solethreads?
We are an omni-channel brand, so we have the luxury or the good luck to get market feedback from online as well as offline. So for example, 1,000 is that price point that we don't want to breach in flip-flops. Similarly, 2,000, 2,500 is that price point that we don't want to breach in sneakers. We would make decent GMs even when we are doing very, very sensible pricing. We're not mass, we're not premium, but in terms of pricing, it needs to be very, very sensible.
I would say at least 2 to 3x. So suppose a normal product in the market will last you maybe 3 or 4 months. We would be at least a year minimum.
We are making them extremely lightweight, extremely comfortable as well. So that is that thought process for Indian audience that's going into the place. Right. Now this has actual yoga mat, the mat that you do yoga on, put onto the footbed.
Okay.
Right. So that's again a thought process that gone into making the most comfortable flip-flop ever, right?
Right.
And if I talk about this sole, it's actually a plant-based sole. You know, you see these extracts, these are actually plant-based extracts.
While the footwear is sustainable, is the company's business model sustainable? According to the founder, it is. The startup is already operationally profitable and is confident of hitting an ARR of 100 crore rupees by the end of this year.
Within a year from now, we will be a 100 crore ARR brand for sure. Maybe even more if things go our way. Right. We are operationally profitable. We don't lose money when we sell a pair. Very soon we will move towards EBITDA positivity as well.
Backed by the likes of Fireside Ventures, DSG Consumer Partners and Sama Capital, Solethreads believes that it is well capitalized to expand its offline stores to 10 by the end of this year. The firm also expects to see its online channel and offline channel contribute equally to its growth.
Offline, we had great validation on the product because it's a touch and feel category. We're driving throughputs, so which tells us that the product sells and we're doing something right in the brand. You will see at least 10 more stores open in this financial year because this store has done phenomenally well. We'll try all formats. We'll try high street. We will try malls, and there, after learning, is when we will start expanding into our next set of 30, 40.
As the whole tech space is gearing up for a big AI boom, so is Solethreads. Right now, they are bringing tech to sustainability, but are looking at possibilities of leveraging AI in many other ways going forward. In Mumbai with Sushmita Chandramouli, I'm Arundhati Ramanan.
Well, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Startup Street. More news and updates continue on the other side. Stay tuned.